Hi, my name's Gavin, and it's really nice to see you. Welcome back to the Gavin Talk About YouTube channel where we talk about anything and everything. Today we're going to talk about Wicked, which was released in 2024. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. And before we get into the video, just want to make it known, this is going to have heavy spoilers. So go to YouTube, go to Amazon Prime and rent it. If Redbox is still a thing, go rent it out of that. I don't want to ruin this experience, so please, if you haven't watched the movie, go watch it before you come back. So yeah, now let's get right into the video. Pow! It was freaking amazing. Obviously spoilers, okay? But the whole ending sequence was perfect. The last 40 minutes when they go to Oz. Oh, it was fantastic. The music. The Gravity song was freaking fantastic. Defying Gravity, that was awesome. Cynthia Erivo, man, she can hit those notes. God, I was sitting there and I was like, God, I'm in this. Like, I'm in this. Jonathan Bailey's character was, for what he needed to be, he served his purpose. Jeff Goldblum as Oz, perfect choice. I didn't know he was Oz. I didn't even know he was in the movie before I went in on this. Before I started watching the movie, I didn't know he was in it. I thought for some reason James Corden was in it. And maybe he was and I just didn't pay attention to him. But I thought for sure he was in it, but thank God he's not. But yeah. So I'm very hyped for part 2. But yeah. The song Popular. Oh, freaking amazing. I want to see if there's any clips online from the Broadway show now. I know they're not the original actors. Like, Ariana Grande obviously not the original people who did it on Broadway. So I want to see clips from the Broadway show. Because freaking A, awesome. It's amazing. And I know people are having a little bit of a problem with Cynthia Erivo right now due to like her going after fans for doing that poster. It's not about race, and she kind of made it about race, so I know that kind of rubbed people the wrong way. But other than that, it was freaking fantastic. This perfect cast, and the last, like the main four that we see at the end, like Elphaba, Glinda, Oz, and Madame Morrible. Oh my God, yes. It was like the whole ending sequence. I can never get enough of. It was fantastic. It told a great story. In the beginning, when we had the origin of Elphaba turning into the Wicked Witch, I thought that was a great. Like, she's not the Wicked Witch yet. Obviously, in the end, we see that she became that. But yes, I think, personally, that Wicked Part 2 is going to be freaking amazing. I hope. I don't know what's next, because I know that this is like one big movie, but they had to split it up because it's pretty much the Broadway show, right? But they had to split it up into two parts. I'm excited for Wicked Part 2. I don't know what the story is, and you know what? I'm probably not even gonna look it up. I like being shocked. I like being caught by surprise. I'm not a guy who wants to be in the known all the time, right? I want to know certain things, but not all things. And this is the one where I don't want to know anything. I didn't know much going into it. I thought it was just gonna be like a cheesy, overrated movie about like the Wizard of Oz without Dorothy in it, right? I thought that was where it's gonna be. And I will gladly eat my foot. Like I love it. This one of my favorite parts is when obviously I'm paraphrasing it because I don't know the exact words. But when they were sharing secrets, and Glinda said, "Him and I are getting married." Really? So soon or whatever? And then she said, "Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know yet." I was like, "Oh." She is a great Ariana Grande, man. I give her a lot of shit because of Cat Valentine. She deserves her flowers, though. She was a great choice for this. She was the great choice for the opposite of Cynthia Erivo, of her, just of her side of the Wicked Witch, right? I do love that we saw the human side of the Wicked Witch. I thought we were gonna be like, okay, we're gonna be cheesy, we're gonna tell our origin story, and then we'll get to a little bit of action, not that much. No, we got quite a few, good points. Is it cheesy at sometimes? Yes, of course. Any good musical is cheesy at some point. But this movie is the best. This is cinema. I don't give a fuck. If someone can come after me, bro. I don't care. I love this movie. I will defend it all you want. This movie is probably the best from last year. I'd even put it over Deadpool and Wolverine. I'll say it right now. Wicked Part 1 is better than Deadpool and Wolverine. I know. It's sacrilege. But Deadpool and Wolverine gave me that exciting it factor, right? It was going up against Fox. This gave me so much more. This gave me something I was yearning for. I was itching for. I wanted a good musical. And after yesterday when I watched Mufasa, this is the musical Disney needs to start producing. I know. We're not doing that many CGI stuff. Although we do because we have the animal plotline, right? But that worked. So tell me why Disney can't pick up their own ass and do something like this. This is awesome. Sitting here, I think this might be my favorite musical in a while. John Bailey, wonderful. Jeff Goldblum, man, I didn't know he was the Wizard of Oz. I didn't know he was Oz. But my God. When we get to it, I was like, yep, perfect casting. Yep, perfect. Not even being sacrilege, not even being like a sarcastic. I am not even being a sarcastic asshole. No, perfect casting. I think Jeff Goldblum is the best casting for this movie. Jeff Goldblum gave us something that we were asking for of his career, and he did it wonderful. Him as Grandmaster in the Marvel Universe, that was fine. Not bad. It was okay. But this felt like him. And when Elphaba was doing that spell, I was like, okay, is this when she turns? This when she turns evil? No, this is when the plot thickens, and this is when everything comes out. This is when Maya Morrible shows her true colors. This is when Oz shows his true colors. They wanted the monkeys to fly to be spies. And that was gruesome. That scene where the monkeys were having that little freak out. Oh, God. That was wonderful. It was gruesome, but I needed something like that. Because you don't get that. It's not saying that I'm it for animal cruelty. I'm really not. I fucking hate it. However, to show the human side of the animals. When he was in pain, I was in pain. And Cynthia Erivo, when she was acting her fucking ass off, God. All I wanted to do was stand up and clap. Like, good for her. And you know what? I get her. I get people's outrage about that. And I get it. She kind of went a little bit too far with saying that people are being racist because of, like, doing that. No, it's just an iconic poster. And I get it. I do get her side of it too. But it's not the it doesn't matter. It doesn't like conflict with my enjoyment of this movie. Because my enjoyment of this movie skyrocketed. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, like, within, like, when I first started this movie, I was like, okay, I'm dreading watching this movie. I don't really want to watch this movie. But then I turned it on and I was like, oh my God, I'm hooked. Oh my God, this is amazing. I love Ariana Grande in this movie. I love Cynthia Erivo. I think those two had chemistry bouncing off the freaking roof. I thought it was funny that the mother, it showed her being like this loving, caring wife. Then she cheats on her husband with someone, and then they have a kid, and the kid is green, and the kid is a witch, right? So that was like a funny little like tip the hat time thing. I love that. I think this, dude, like I just got done watching it, and I can't find one bad thing about this movie. And if you guys comment something bad and it's valid, I will 100% agree with you. But this movie rocks. This is the best musical I've seen in a freaking minute. I want to watch the Broadway show, but I also don't want to ruin my experience with Wicked Part 2. So should I look up the story of Broadway of the Wicked Broadway show. I want to look at the clips. I want to see if there's clips out there. But I also don't know if I'm going to ruin the experience of Wicked Part 2 because I've never seen anything from the Wicked Broadway show. I went into this movie not knowing anything. So should I watch it? Like, should I look it up or should I just wait for Part 2 to come out? And I'll just watch that with knowing nothing going into it. Because I'm willing to go into that movie with not knowing anything about it. But yeah, I freaking love this movie. I think this is a solid 10 out of 10 for me. This movie, every time when I talk about it, I just get happy. The whole animal plotline was great because that set up her meeting Oz, and then that set up her becoming the witch that we all know and love. Which I don't think she's the witch. Not yet, at least. I think she definitely planted the seeds. But I don't know if she's the Wicked Witch yet. But yeah. I love that we mentioned the Yellow Brick Road. I love that we build that up in like a little sandbox thing. And I love that we looked at it. And I love that it was Glinda and Elphaba. I love that it was those two that figured, hey, we'll just do the Yellow Brick Road. I love that it was up to them. And I loved that we're going back to origin and that we're not gonna constantly be like, fuck it, right? But I am happy that we started at the death of Elphaba, specifically because I think it was needed, right? And it was needed because Glinda needs to tell the story. Not Glinda. Glinda. I thought that was funny. It's Glinda without the G. Okay, Glinda. Jeff Goldblum, man, he knocked it out of the park with that little small role he had in the movie. He knocked it out of the freaking park. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Well, yeah, this movie is a solid 10 out of 10. I freaking loved it. I'm gonna be talking about this for days. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. I post every single day. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.